Hello, it's Empress LuxAse. Please like and subscribe. Thank you to those that do already. If you like exclusive content, check out my Patreon and member sections only. Now I already did a tarot reading on this on Patreon, but because of the topic, it's only going to be on Patreon. And this is about Chrisean Jr.'s these medical records that's being released. So if you want to see that, that's on Patreon. Now I wanted to do a quick, if you've been following my tarot readings and the astrological readings, the astrology readings I've been doing, is leading up to this moment. In fact, the last running doe reading um, I did, I was speaking about how there's going to be confusing information or confusion situations, but then truth coming out, karmic justice, and possible legal justice, literal justice coming out. Like things are about to pop off, and then boom, this happens after this situation. So I'm not going to fully go into the transits on YouTube. If you like that video, the extended version will be on Patreon. Now, this is going to be more so an astro reading too for YouTube and Patreon. The first part is I'm actually going to pull some cards with this. Now, and also, don't leave no nasty comments about this baby. If you don't like Chrisean or Blueface and the situation, that is fine, but I'm going to remove comments where it's talking about this baby. This is a baby. Babies are innocent. He didn't ask to be brought in this world, but he's here. So y'all going to have some respect in these comments about him. Chrisean Jesus, Chrisean Jr. Everyone calls him that. So somebody left to comment to my, say it's Chrisean Jesus. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel right calling nobody Jesus unless I'm talking about Jesus, but when I say Chrisean Jr., I will hope everyone knows who I'm referring to. And then both of these two having the same name, it's kind of like say Chrisean, then Chrisean Jesus. That's just too much. Now, moving on to the summary of why something like this would happen, and it's loosely based because I don't know his exact time of birth. But I did some calculations based on him possibly being born at 12 noon. So look, just based on the current transits, the major transits that's going on around right about now, it would be Saturn transits, Uranus transits, and Jupiter transits. So currently for July, the major transits that could have possibly had some sort of influence with what's going on with this situation is Uranus squaring or opposition placements that would bring sudden revelations or surprises. Then Saturn transiting over natal points, which would have indicated periods of structure or authority-related developments. And then you have the Jupiter transit, so that would have made angular or conjunction aspects, which could sometimes speak about moments of openness or public interest. So now, based on when it started surfacing, it's definitely, for me, definitely the Uranus aspects, which is sudden revelations or surprises. You know, Gemini went into Uranus July 7th, which this hasn't happened in some years. So this represents disruptions. It could be positive disruptions or bad disruptions. It's the unexpected. Mercury transits, which would have been increased communication, discussions, or revelations. Then the Saturn transits would have been formalities, restrictions lifting, or official matters being finalized. And Pluto transits talks about deep transformations and secrets coming to the light. Now, that's just going to be a summary. But with these transits, with karma playing out and, spiritual stuff with this situation, it's going to be more to come because these transits are still going on. And by the way, I had some downloads that kept coming to me last night and then today. So before I forget, Spirit is highlighting September 6th, which is a couple of days after Junior's birthday. Then 3 to 7 weeks, something is going to happen, or it's going to be something interesting. And I had a channel song, which is Mahalia. I think that's how you say her name. And it's Letter to My Ex. So you guys could go check that song out. Now I am going to move on to pulling some cards about this particular matter. Moving on to pulling a few cards. What's the energy around, these medical records for Chrisean Jesus or Jr. being released? What's the energy around this? Thank you. Something needs to be let go. Okay. And this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you see. Why can you get something about a new relationship? Or something else could be the one and something needs to be let go. What's the energy around this situation? Transformation, patience, transformation, balance, and spirit. What I told y'all. This is spiritual stuff going on here. What's behind it? Value indication, hope, telepathy, let go, love, and renewal. So I want to leave that right there. So first is patience. This is actually a little boy sitting underneath the tree. Patience is key in the situation, and also needing to trust in the process and wait for things to unfold. Great outcomes take time, especially dealing with Junior. I've been saying that I had to stop doing readings when Ronnie first passed, because Spirit would just let things unfold naturally, because it's still some weird stuff with that one. And then transformation. This situation is going under a profound transformation. So this is highlights the recent changes made that has people, it's an uncertain energy. Are they real? Are the medical records real, or are they fake? But Spirit wants this situation or the people connected to it to embrace the shifts. This situation is being guided towards personal and spiritual growth for people connected to it, and balance. So balance is key when it comes to this situation. Something about it is out of sync. And certain people need to adjust how they spend their time and energy to ensure they maintain a healthy equilibrium. Emphasis on health matters. So Spirit. The power of Spirit is always there, quietly supporting you. If you feel lost, take time to listen to your inner voice. Through meditation or simple outdoor activities, you can reconnect with your inner strength. This is like Spirit, all these butterflies, transformation, and you have scales here, but something's not balanced. You have balance here. Something needs to be balanced out. Value indication. This card talks about someone connected to the situation needs to realize that their value is greater than they realize. They could have been questioning their worth lately, or they need to focus on affirming their unique qualities daily, and they'll become more confident in your value. But overall, something needs to be balanced out. And when I see scales, I do think of justice and hope. So Spirit is highlighting once things are balanced out, there will be more hope in the situation. You'll be able to see the hope. It'll be a light in the darkness with the situation. So with people connected to the situation feeling discouraged, they need to remember that difficult times are temporary. They don't last long. And hold on to hope. It will lead towards brighter days. And I think this came out. Did this come out in the reading on Patreon? I'm not sure. It came out. Someone having a telepathic connection, but clarifies the Spirit card. So messages are being sent telepathically through Spirit. And let go, love. More butterfly energy. This talks about letting go of past love or the past. This will open the door to new possibilities. Someone could be holding on to an old relationship. They need to release it and find peace and the potential for new love. And overall, the energy of renewal. This situation, or certain people connected to the situation, entering a phase of renewal and fresh energy. They could have been feeling worn out. Spirit wants this situation or people connected to it to know that they need to refresh themselves, whether by resting or changing their environment. New energy connected to the situation is on the way. Energy around the situation. Summer, we're in summer. That's enjoying light. High Priestess harnessing your mystic power. And wise one. Typically when this comes out, it's like someone's ancestor, but this also talks about growth within the current situation that will shift one's perception. And the situation is transforming. Someone could possibly unveil some sort of new gifts, or they could transform as well. A feminine energy needs to harness their mystic power, become more divine, like really change. That will help with the situation, become more wiser. Growth within the situation will shift people's perception by transforming and unveiling gifts or certain things. And then we have traders. So when I see this talks about exchanging energy to create abundance. So did somebody want some sort of money connect to the situation, or will money come from it? Trader, when I see this card, I also think of betrayal. And then we have a feminine energy, unleashing the wild within, but the moon, there's something hidden behind this feminine. She-wolf. And then you have dream and journey. Isn't that that's Jane Alexa's little girl's name. Her name is Journey. Somebody could be like doing something through music, or will be like expressing themselves more so through music, or doing something literally through music. When was the last moon? It was the Capricorn full moon, I believe. So there could have been something around the last moon having an effect too with the situation. Energy around the situation. Transformation. Well, that want to come out too. And need to be patient. We also have triumph, success. So somebody is going to get some sort of success, or this situation will bring some kind of success. Where is the transformation at? Heavy energy around transformation, because it came out twice. And then we also have this energy of somebody suffering in silence, not being able to speak up for themselves. But overall, like I said, Spirit, God, Jesus wants people to be patient with the situation. The situation is going to require patience as well. Through being, through someone conflicts or feeling defeated, or just need to be patient with the situation, because stuff is still going to have to play out. And then I just even noticed that someone could be lighting candles, which spiritual energy keeps coming out in these readings. Connect to the situation. I actually said that in the last running reading. Somebody doesn't want Junior to suffer. Okay? Like somebody really, and outside of us, the people, somebody really wants this situation to improve for Ronnie. Damn, what did I say, Ronnie? Junior, both of them. Because one name just slipped out my mouth. 13, 9, 14, and 5. But you have to be patient. Because something is growing. Something's blossoming here. I really get something around September. So I'm gonna move on to the extended version on Patreon. But there's gonna be some sort. Despite this situation, there's gonna be some kind of success through all of this. Through the confusion, which I said in the running reading, through the confusion, there's gonna be some revelations that still leads to good-ish in the end. But and I know Junior's birthday is in September, but it's something going to happen outside of his birthday. So that's what I have. Bye.